Hi, thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to take a look at key USA venture capital and angel groups. And this is a perfect database if you're looking to raise between $100,000 and $500,000. To be clear, this is the who's who of USA seed capital. So the Ultimate USA Seed Capital Investor Database. This presentation details an exceptionally rare and valuable database of venture capital funds and angel groups, meticulously compiled from verified institutional sources and recently updated in 2025. Now, although my website and the channel involves mostly institutional private equity and larger fund resources, this is purely for seed capital, so this is a little bit of a different video. Now, this resource is ideally tailored for startups, again raising between $100,000 and $500,000, and unlike generic directories, this intelligence focuses exclusively on institutional firms and groups that actively participate in seed stage and pre-seed funding rounds. And you're going to see the spreadsheet coming up in a bit, and you're going to be able to see that over 35,000 startups have been funded by these groups. So this asset identifies the most active investment entities that understand and execute small, high-velocity checks. That's most important, giving you direct access to the early-stage specialists needed for rapid deal closure. So it's proprietary, institutional-grade intelligence curated to accelerate your fundraising and secure the capital required for initial growth. So the key database components. This has 530 firms, and it includes 101 angel groups. And of course, angel groups are groups that have angel investors within their structure. So if you're looking to reach out to angel investors, this is the most efficient way, because some of these groups will have 20, 50, 100, 200, maybe even more angel investors within their group. So it makes it easy for you to do pitches. They have pitch events, and many of these firms will allow you to upload your pitch deck right onto their site. And it includes 50 micro venture capital firms. So those are venture capital firms, again, that tend to specialize in smaller checks under $250,000, for example. And the database is going to give you a key description of the firm's websites, company emails, and more. So why this database is unique? Well, it's built for seed stage success. So this is a little bit more of a detailed slide. So one, it's hyper-focused on the smaller checks, as mentioned before. So this resource is engineered specifically for seed and pre-seed financing. We cut the noise by prioritizing micro VCs and active angel groups, funds in Consortia with a clear mandate to write smaller, high-velocity checks. You're going to avoid wasted time. So you're going to stop pitching your $250,000 raised to major funds that only look at deals over $5 million, for example. Target the right sized capital immediately. To give a bit of an idea how this particular database was sourced, I have a large venture capital database, global, with over 29,000 firms. And what I've done is just concentrated this one for a US market and clicked every single website, looked at every single sector that they look at, and create what is called probably the best list of 500 venture capital firms for small raises. You can't get this type of list anywhere. You cannot scrape the internet for this type of list. So be very wary of people who say, yeah, I can do it, I can scrape it. What happens is they're going to scrape venture capital firms that have been out of business for 10 years, because when you scrape the web, you pick up the good, the bad, and the ugly. So don't get involved in that. This is a hand manually checked list. It took me about 6 months to create, and it's been very helpful for most of the people that end up using it. So two, proprietary up-to-date intelligence. Again, this isn't a recycled list. It's an asset built from institutional sources and fully updated in 2025. Deep firm profiles. So profiles include typical check size, vertical entities, geographic focus, current activity, target groups currently deploying capital, not those winding down old funds. Again, I checked every single website to make sure it's active. And if the website said 2015, I did not include it in this particular database. So one, what does it do? It accelerates your time to a term sheet. All my databases, at the very core of it, is it's saving you time. It's designed for founders who need to move fast. This database is your unfair advantage. Fundraising efficiency, so you achieve a higher response rate by reaching investors that are aligned with your stage and valuation, and it eliminates the research. I've done it all for you. As I mentioned, I've been doing this for years and years and years. I have the largest private database of institutional fundraisers, seed capital, private equity, family investment offices in the world. So you're going to eliminate all that stuff that you need, so you can move right to the outreach instead of spending months manually verifying fund mandates and cleaning old databases. So who can benefit? Well, target founders and industries, again, focusing on the seed stage founders, 100,000 to 500,000 checks. High growth sectors, it's ideal for early stage companies across tech, fintech, AI, health and wellness, and consumer products. These are strategic capital raisers. That's who it's going to benefit. Why? Angel funding access. I tell everybody that's the best way to reach these angel investors is through angel groups. So and Micro VCs as well provide a perfect high-speed engine for accessing valuable early-stage capital. And for boutique advisors, this is perfect for consultants and financial advisors managing capital formation for multiple seed-stage clients. I have a number of venture capital groups that have acquired this database off me because they don't have it, and it helps them expand their reach and get into co-investing and so on. So let's take a look at the database. Firstly, just a key database disclosure. I like to include this in all my videos. My extensive database library provides hundreds of thousands of global contacts, typically including profiles, emails, and websites, though not all details are complete. For example, in this database, you're not going to get all sector, all funding sizes. You're going to have to do that research on your own. But my databases are primarily compiled and updated from 2021 to 2025. Most of the updates have occurred in the last couple of years. Now, this corporate resource may include contacts whose roles have changed. It's designed as an excellent starting point for outreach. Remember, these databases are not for spamming. They're for research. At the end of the day, if you can reach out to 50 people on this list of 500 that suit your organization's profile, then it's perfect. So remember, it's best leveraged and continually refined by organizations with dedicated data teams. This database comprises a blend of individuals and companies, each with distinct investment criteria and operating conditions. So there's no guarantee your approach will be favorably received. At the end of the day, it's your product, your project that they're going to invest in, and you as well. So it really has nothing to do with the list. So this database is available to corporate or institutional groups only, no personal sales. Although to be fair, on this particular one, if you're a startup and it's your only startup, you're more than I'm more than happy to help you acquire this list. Okay, so now we're over on the spreadsheet part, and you can see on the bottom we're at 531. I scroll up to the very top here. So you can see on the left-hand side, you've got the company name, the number of investments. Now this is number of investments was updated in mid-2024, and as we're sitting here in October 2025, those numbers may have changed, but it just gives you the idea of the strength of this database. Again, it's been sourced from a number of larger data sets, but manually done, so it increases the accuracy. Again, all United States. It includes angel groups, venture capital, micro venture capital, as you can see. What I've done here is you've got websites and you've got emails or online registration. So the beauty of that is you're getting the info at or the contact at emails. Then you can send in a general. What I always recommend in that case is don't send your pitch deck at that first instance. For example, I have a particular way that you can reach out. For example, key outreach, I've already written for people, I've written that first sentence, or if it's an unknown contact, then I have, again, a subject line and content that you can use as your first line if you're struggling to be able to reach out. And sometimes it's going to reference their sector. So it's not just a database, but it's really an online resource for you to help you with your first raise. So again, description, the distinct benefit for startups, and there are a few LinkedIns involved. Now what I've also got is a few contacts, not very many. You're going to have to expand on that yourself, and you can see it has been updated as of July 2025. 2025. Now, again, you can't find this type of database anywhere because I created it from my master databases. There is no online source for this other than getting it from my website. And again, very important, you cannot scrape the internet or hire somebody to do it on some of the freelancer platforms. It's impossible. They may pick up some of these, but they're not going to pick up the detail that's in this database. And also they're going to pick up groups that just have venture capital or angel groups written in their website. And it may not even be an angel group website. It just may be a advisor and it's in their website. So be really, really careful when you're looking at databases. The core point here is the work is already done for you. If you're looking to raise less than $500,000, this is the perfect resource for you in 2025 and beyond. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit bigger, for larger capital raises, my verified database of 24,000 global funds is perfect. It's all the funds raised since 2022, and it has 400 fundraising executives, 277,000 emails. Again, it's a large capital raises. Think anywhere from 3 million to 100 million coverage across all regions, asset classes, and strategies, and it's the most complete global capital access tool available. I've got videos on this, and it is up to date as of the quarter of 2025. For more information, contact DubaiInvestorsList.com. That's DubaiInvestorsList.com. Please like, share, and subscribe.